Sure. So, and as a borrower, sometime even when I'm just shopping for a car or something, it's not just a lot of the times it's going to impact my credit, but I have to take the time to fill out the long application. Have you found that by the limited information required, you can process that consent faster?
Absolutely. I mean, it's from back to the compliance piece. You don't have to, we're not having to collect their social security number. And a lot of people are really hesitant. I don't, as a, the business, as the owner of Saxton Mortgage, I don't want people emailing their social security number. So when I can tell them that I can do it without collecting the social security number, because as you know, we don't need the social security number to do a soft inquiry, that, creates less risk of us having to, but it eases the mind of the consumer in terms of having to provide, getting further along in the process and having to provide the least amount of information so they don't feel like they're backed into a corner, because a lot of people with identity theft and everything else are very guarded with their personal information, as they should be. And for me, it diffuses me asking for a bunch of information that I really don't need. I just want to make sure I can get them qualified. And for me on the sales side, if I can get them qualified, if I can get them comfortable that I'm going to be able to get them into whatever loan product they're looking at with the most minimal amount of information, they'll give it to you once they're ready to move forward. They know they have to. But if I can get them further along in the process. And so one of the things that you had mentioned, I wanted to, or kind of talk about, there's today a lot more misinformation with credit score that was out there a long time ago. And I'll pick on Credit Karma or some of these others, but what people, and it has nothing to do with Credit Karma or any of these specific, they're using a different, I'm sure they're using a different scoring model. They're not, I think Credit Karma is using Vantage scoring versus FICO. So going back 10 years ago when people started jumping on Credit Karma, we'd have people who'd call in, hey, my credit score is X. And then we would do a hard inquiry and it was nowhere near that. And it wasn't consistent that it was consistently worse or consistently better. It was just different, and it's a different scoring model. And so people are on Credit Karma, people are on all these different apps, and it may not, the score that they're looking at that they think they have may not actually be a FICO score, which is obviously on the mortgage side what you have to use. You have to use a FICO score. You can't use a Vantage score. You can't use some other methodology for credit score. And so again, back to the benefit of it is somebody may be misinformed as to where they stand from a credit score perspective, and being able to do that soft inquiry, not impact their credit, not have to collect all of their information, an easier process because it's quicker. They don't have to fill out this long application. With just their basic information, we can get a glimpse at it. We can provide them that information in terms of what's on there. And then we can give them a more accurate, look at what we can do for them on the mortgage side.